Yo, yo, yo. Thanks for tuning in to the 72nd episode of J Talks Crypto. The privacy wars are heating up. Uncle Sam walked up to a smart contract. He said, fuck you. He said, I'm gonna write a blog post and fuck up the whole community. What the fuck is going on? This shit is crazy. Oh man. So if you haven't, if you've been under a rock, and you have no idea what this is about, TLDR, Tornado Cash, smart contract, ones and zeros, got sanctioned by the U.S. government. So clearly, the privacy shit, I think the privacy shit has just gotten like dramatically more important in my opinion. Let's just say that. So one of the things that I want to do with this video is just give kind of like a super basic bitch Bitcoin privacy guide, and it's just a couple of disclaimers. If you are a journalist, if you are like a diplomat or some shit, this guide is probably not for you. The purposes of this guide is mainly just to kind of like, I don't know, I think chain analysis is shitty. So whenever you withdraw straight from the normally the way that it works, the way most people operate is that they'll buy from something like Cash App or Coinbase and then withdraw straight to cold storage. And one of the things that I don't like about that is that there's a direct record of like a transaction from them straight to you. So the government can go to someone like Coinbase and then just be like, yo, what address did you send this to? They give it to Uncle Sam, and then Uncle Sam goes on the mempool, be like, where did this shit go? And it's kind of easy to put things together that way. So what I'm gonna introduce you guys, I call this shit the Ghetto Submarine swap, and pretty much just to give a quick overview of what you're doing, because you should never do something without really understanding what you're doing. And TLDR is you're taking a Bitcoin transaction, and instead of sending it to cold storage, you're sending it to a Lightning wallet. My wallet of choice is Phoenix. I also like Muun. I like Blue Wallet as well, but I am not a fan of their Lightning solution because it is custodial, which means that they could rug you with Phoenix, and with Muun you can only rug yourself. Or it's just a trade-off. And I also wouldn't do this for extremely large amounts. I would probably say like up to like $200 to $500 are probably solid with this. But yeah, the main point of it is that it just breaks the direct links from the exchange straight to your wallet. It's not supposed to be like some super crazy privacy enhancing tool, because unfortunately I don't know if the tech is there. But as far as I understand it, like I have no idea how I would be able to even begin to trace that shit. So that's why I'm making this guide, and that's why I think it's a little bit useful, and I hope you guys like it. Alright, so this is the guide portion of the video. Please note that there's no actual native sound from the video of the app. This is just me dubbing over what I did. I had the AC running in the background, and it sounds like trash, and I don't want to put you guys through that. So I'll just be talking over what I'm doing throughout the whole process. So this right here is Phoenix app. Whenever you're downloading a Bitcoin wallet, one of the most important things is to make sure you verify the URL, and that you only get it from the official sources, never ever just open the Google Play Store or the iPhone App Store and install it. Make sure you go to the actual website or the Twitter page and go to the website that's in their bio and make sure that's actually the Twitter page of the people. So right here you can see I'm starting pretty much fresh. This is Phoenix Wallet. This is on an old phone. Open the app. This is the exact welcome screen. I click on next. And, just reading this crap. And, click I understand. So this is the seed phrase that's being generated. Click on get started. You should always, make sure you read this shit. Just understand it. In my opinion, the most important part is your responsibility for the seed. The app is going to generate it. Like, if you lose this shit, like, you got wrecked. You're a dumbass. Don't fucking lose it. Like, read this fucking part. Memorize it. Make it your Bible. The rest of the shit, it's like, fuck this. I ain't reading this shit. So, this is the wallet. Pretty much exactly as you would if you just installed it fresh on your phone. So like I said, this is your seed phrase. Click on back up. Obviously, this is just for the purposes of this video. I might put a little prize for you guys if you want to try to restore it yourself. So yeah, that was the seed. Normally you would never ever show that to anybody. And the wallet's empty. So the first thing that you need to do is now you need to fund this. So I think what I'm doing right now is pulling out my phone and getting Cash App going. I'm going to buy $10 worth of Bitcoin and then just send it to this address. The only difference in the process would be for you is that you'd be sending from Coinbase, and I'm guessing you'd be sending more than $10 because $10 is not really an amount worth withdrawing. So I'm buying this shit. Click on continue. Just going back to the seed phrase, guys. Please make sure that you don't show anyone your seed. No one's ever going to ask you for that shit. If anyone does, they're trying to steal your money. No app is going to do it. So I'm sending it right now. I just click on the little barcode over here. I'm scanning the address that's on the app. I want to send all the sats that I have, but as you can tell, because I'm trying to do this video in a rush, you're going to realize that I'm going to run into a little bit of an issue here. I left all of this in the video so it can be as close to what you do as possible. So, something like this, I almost always use standard. I never use rush. I never use priority. I'm pretty sure at this point, I'm like, yo, this is bullshit. I don't even want to make this fucking video anymore. The mempool is probably fucking empty. Look at this shit. These motherfuckers be scamming people with fucking fees. This shit should be 1 sat per byte next block. Like, come on, Cash App, what's good? So I fucking bite the bullet, and then insufficient balance. These motherfuckers wreck me because I'm trying to make a video for y'all and just show you that whatever. I took the L, took priority, rush or whatever, and now we wait. My balance went to 0. It's currently in transit to Phoenix Wallet. And what you would do over here is this would be like, let's say you wanted to withdraw like $100 worth of Bitcoin into cold storage. Normally, instead of just withdrawing to the address that your hardware wallet generates, you're going to withdraw it to Phoenix. So we're just here. We're waiting. And this is actually pretty funny because later on in the video, you're going to see just how much faster Lightning is than like on-chain Bitcoin. On-chain Bitcoin is like so boring. It's so boring. It's like It's funny, like, I know this dude. If you guys don't know his channel, his name is BTC Sessions. He was like, I think, yeah, had to wait like 30 minutes one time for the block to come. So thankfully on this one, it didn't take too long. It actually came pretty quick, and I did get it on video. I think you guys should see it come in soonish. This is just a glory shot of the app in my shitty old phone, showing the QR code. This is actually a mempool from my local node. Here is the data. I changed the camera because I was running out of battery, and I think this thing was running for like 5 seconds, or for like maybe like 30 or 40 seconds when the block came in, and I got it on video, which is pretty cool. But over here you can see all the transactions. I'm like, oh shit, it came through, I got my money. So now this is like if you had withdrawn your money from the exchange onto Phoenix. It's currently on there, and you're on Lightning. Your channel has been funded, and one of the cool things about this app is that it actually runs a Lightning node on your phone. I think it's made by like some of the OG Lightning devs, and it's a sleek interface, and like you're on Lightning, and like Lightning is the shit. Right now, what I'm about to do is actually start, like technically at this point the submarine swap is done, but I like to add redundancy. So I'm gonna go ahead and send the sats from Phoenix wallet, and I'm gonna send it to Muun. And Muun is spelled with M-U-U-N. Make sure you go to moonmuun.com. Get the app from there. Don't download it from anywhere else. And this wallet is also a this one is an open source Bitcoin wallet, and it combines Lightning and Onchain into one. And it's this is I went through this whole process where create the pin 1337, because 1337 is lead as fuck. That's what we're doing when we're using Lightning. But yeah, the point is to send the sats from Phoenix to over here. And what's kind of happening in the background on Lightning, this is just following the backup wallet procedures. You can back it up with an email. That's one of the cool things about Muun. It's like very nice for UX. Sorry that this video narratively is all over the place, but it is what it is, man. This is what y'all get. My shitty ass channel, bro. I'm clicking deny. Because there's nothing wrong with the app. I'm just in the habit of clicking on deny for everything. And this is like an old burner phone that I'm just using. So anyway, make sure you go to the Lightning tab. And for Lightning, it's different than on-chain Bitcoin because every invoice or receipt, it needs to be kind of like made to order. So I'm over here. I'm changing the currency to sats because it's easier for me. Sats are my stable coin. I'm going to go ahead and send myself 1,000 sats by creating an invoice and then copying the invoice that was created, going to Phoenix, click on deny again because of habits, press paste and enter, and then click on pay, and then it just sent it to Muun. Or it's sending it right now. Boom, it got sent. They charged me 8 sats, and open up Muun, click on back. It's like, oh, it's already there. That was so much faster than on-chain Bitcoin. Now I'm gonna go ahead and send it back to Phoenix. So the thing with Lightning, like, why are you doing this? Like, why are you shuffling back and forth? I'm doing the same thing over here, just creating the invoice in Phoenix. You'll see over here when I create this invoice that it's probably not going to go through because I think in this one there's actually exactly 1,000 sats or whatever, and it needs a little bit more to pay the fee, so I set it to like 998. But going back, trying to get back to this explanation where what's happening in Lightning is that whenever you're in Lightning, it kind of like, how do I explain this? It's you're getting other people's coins. It's like everyone kind of like pools their coins together into like this giant like pool, and then like they all kind of like mix them based off of like what channels are available, how many sats you want to send over here, how many sats you want to send over there. And that's kind of why we call it a submarine swap, because it's just like you're doing some weird underground shit that's really meant for like balancing channels and inbound and outbound liquidity, and you're taking advantage of the fact that you get other people's UTXOs, which just means coins, and you're using that to break the direct links from the exchange to your wallet. So, this right here is, I just want to show you guys, like I downloaded Blue Wallet because I do like their Onchain wallet, and, just showing you guys the URL. Make sure you download it from their official sources. And yeah, so I use this for my Onchain wallet. And this is, you can swap this part out for your hardware wallet. So I just want to show you guys the process of actually, I guess they call this looping out onto the main chain. So I go add a wallet, create my Bitcoin wallet. You would do this with your hardware wallet. Let's just pretend that this is cold storage. Those are the seed phrases, which obviously I don't really give a fuck about because I'm not actually using this. Click on receive. It's asking me, it's pressing me. Like I totally did. All right. Copy that. Go to Phoenix, click on send. So you see the subtle difference. I didn't have to specify an amount. I specified the amount for that in Phoenix to send to like cold storage. And one of the cool things about this is like I can already tell, like, what I told you guys before about Cash App being kind of like bullshit with the fee. Like the fees were a little bit high, but they weren't like $2 high. Like anytime an exchange charges you more than $1 for a Bitcoin transaction, they're probably like scamming you. So this one I did for 30,000 sats. Just to show you guys, this is the process of looping out. So, you would do this with something like a million sats, for example. Like, I think that's a decent size coin. So it's over here, and I just really drilling it down. And now we wait for on-chain Bitcoin to come up. It's not as fast as Lightning, This is one of the things that I want to drill home. Lightning is the shit. Bitcoin is kind of boring. But boring isn't bad. Boring is cool. We can rely on this shit. It always works. It's slow, but it's faster than Legacy. A lot faster than Legacy. Boom. Block just came in. So I was over here like, what the fuck just happened? My thing didn't update. What's going on? I was pretty sure I got in the next block. So I went back into Phoenix and I'm like, what's going on? Let me check the transaction details. It left. Just saying. You guys have no idea how happy I was that this transaction came in fast for this guy. So everything's there. I was looking for the Block Explorer link, but I didn't see it. So I was like, let me just actually take it back to the basics. Let me open a Blue Wallet and just refresh it. I will say Blue Wallet is a little bit slow, but at least on the phones that I use. But it's there. And you can see it in all of its on-chain glory. And the point of this exercise was just to show that, go back to the original address that was presented to Cash App. It's completely different to this one, and it would be very difficult for someone to figure out all of the stuff that happened in between to essentially find out what you're doing with your funds. So a couple more thoughts. I guess a tip is to use the entire UTXO or coin. So just send it in chunks of 500,000 sats or 0.005 BTC, or chunks of 0.01 BTC, and send the whole thing. That's probably not technically necessary, but my bro scientific research says you're swapping more sats, so they probably need to find a different route. It's not a mixing service. This is all done by code. You're sending transactions between yourself, and you're just learning how to use Lightning. This is exactly how Lightning natively operates. Lightning is just a fancy, regular Bitcoin transaction that's a multi-sig. In the future, with advances of taproot, you're probably not going to even be able to distinguish a multi-sig 2 out of 3 setup, a 3 out of 5, a 7 out of 8, or whatever. A standard BC1P address or Lightning channel without more sophisticated tools. Don't make the jobs of the chain analysts easy. There's nothing wrong with using Lightning. You're not doing anything wrong. This is just ones and zeros, and yeah. So I hope you guys liked the hidden privacy technique that I call the Ghetto Submarine swap. All right. So that was the guide. I hope you guys liked it. Like, comment, and subscribe. You guys know I hate fucking asking, pero this is J Talks Crypto, and I am signing off.